Hello everyone, this is the pre-market report video for today 26th March 2024 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. As most of us know, yesterday Indian market was on holiday due to Holi, and in between in the last 3 days lot had happened. So I hope I won't confuse and I will try to cover everything in 10 minutes or so. First of all, on Friday night in US market, nothing was happened and market did closed very near to flat. However, yesterday early morning, Financial Times released the report that Chinese government issued the framework for phasing out all foreign-made chip like Intel, AMD and all foreign-based software like Windows and other database software, which in turn expects to impact negatively for billions and billions of dollars in revenue for those companies. So yesterday, all the China revenue influential software and chip company was under pressure. However, the drop was limited by Goldman Sachs as they announced that S&P 500 might reach the 6,000 mark if the mega cap stocks continued its rally means. So in the end, last night, Dow Jones down by 0.41%, S&P 500 decreased 0.31%, and Nasdaq also down around 0.3%. In case of VIX, it marginally increased to 1% but still around 13. Here, I just want to highlight one thing. This whole week, we can expect US market to be nervous. I mean, at present, market kind of prepared that there will be no rate cut till May month. That is done and dusted. However, market highly anticipating the interest rate cut on June month. Not performing rate cut in June month might result in disastrous for global stock market. Now, this coming Friday, US market will be on holiday due to Good Friday. And very important, PC inflation for February month is scheduled to release. If required, please pause and have a look. We know in January month, the PC inflation data comes as comparatively at elevated level. And for February month also, analysts predicted to have highly elevated PC inflation. So, only 3 sessions this week. And so, most people will exit their position either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't think they will wait till Thursday. And the same for Indian market. I don't think those whoever want to close their position, it can either be profit booking or short covering. They won't wait till Thursday expiry day. Most probably they will exit their position today or tomorrow. Anyway, coming to Indian ADR, as it is, last night Infosys and ICICI Bank closed around 0.5% negative. Then HDFC Bank and Wipro closed around 0.3% positive. So, as it is, it's mixed. But if we see 1 month arbitrage, including the Friday night ADR price action, the story is very much different. I mean, if required, please pause and have a look. It's the rate of change of ADR price over the month. In all graph, yellow curve is the ADR and blue curve is the Indian market price. Also, the top 2 is Infosys and Wipro and the bottom 2 is HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank. So, basically, as per arbitrage, only HDFC Bank indicating the flat trade, all other 3 indicates the negative trade. Wipro ADR around 1% negative, whereas both Infosys and ICICI Bank ADR were 2% negative arbitrage. Here, the negativity around IT stocks, which is understandable due to the warning revenue guidance from Accenture, but for ICICI Bank ADR might be due to 2 reasons. First, one of the ICICI Bank major shareholder, Quantum Mutual Funds, said that they have decided to vote against the resolution for merging the ICICI Bank and ICICI Securities. Here, they also explained the prognosis about why the merger is bad for both ICICI Bank and ICICI Securities. Just for info, the shareholders meet of both stocks is scheduled on tomorrow, March 27th. Second, on Friday, SEBI has issued an administrative warning to ICICI Securities regarding their merchant banking activities record. So, both these looks like influenced the ICICI Bank ADR negatively. Despite this negativity in both IT stocks and ICICI Bank, Gift Nifty didn't indicate that much negative. I mean, early morning today, 3 a.m. Indian Standard Time, it closed at 22,081. Here, only 2 more sessions for monthly expiry. Hence, I don't think any premium is applicable. So, it's an indication of flat to negative 30 points gap down opening. Regarding oil, there is further conflict escalation near Russian refineries, and also Russia said that they are going to cut the oil production, which in turn increases the oil price by 1.5%. At the time of this video, Brent crude closed at around $86 per barrel and WTI crude trading at $82 per barrel. Those were the things happened during the weekend and last night in the global market. Now let's look at the new India specific information. So far we have seen lot of negative news. So let's see couple of neutral ones. First, about Reliance, the management board approved for the acquisition of 100% equity shares in 2 solar panel companies, which Reliance Industries expected to use it for setting up the 128 megawatt plant in Maharashtra. Honestly, I'm not sure how market expects to react for this, but GDR wise, Reliance GDR yesterday closed near flat. Second, Dr. Reddy's lab has entered into a license agreement with US based biopharmaceutical company Pharmas to commercialize the treatment for hypovolemic shock in India. I can't able to pronounce the chemical name. If anybody likes to know, please pause and have a look. I think it's a new segment of revenue, so I consider this as positive. Let's see. Third, RBI said that they are going to conduct the special audit on IIFL Finance and JM Financial on April 12th. So possibly those two stocks and whole mid-cap financial will be on focus. Finally, about Friday institutional activities, for the third day in a row, FII was net sellers for substantial amount and DA was also net buyers for substantial amount as well. In number wise, FII net sold for 3,310 crore rupees and DA net bought for 3,765 crore rupees. As a summary, US market was nervous and closed negative. In line with that, GIFT Nifty and Indian ADR indicating the gap down opening. But on the positive side, during weekend, Chinese government announced that they are going to roll out the economic package, which in turn made the Chinese market alone over 1% positive yesterday. So possibly that might influence our metal stocks on the positive side. Let's see. Moving on, yesterday as per stock open interest, Alchem Lab, Metropolis Healthcare, Hindustan Copper, Atul, HCL Tech, TCS and Tech Mahindra got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, Ipca Lab, United Breweries, Bharti Airtel, IOC, SRF and Sun Pharma got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating the long build-up. About the things to look out, during our market time at 10:30 am, Bank of Japan's core inflation data is scheduled to release. Then in the aftermarket hours for US market in the night, their conference board consumer confidence data and 5-year note auction are some of the items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, on last Friday, Nifty opened near 21,900. However, as the day progressed, it recovered and closed near 22,100. Thus, on the daily chart, Nifty formed a long bullish candle with above average volume. Then, on the weekly chart also, Nifty formed a bullish candlestick pattern with a long lower shadow, indicating buying interest at lower levels. On Wednesday, Nifty formed the doji pattern. Then on the next 2 days, it formed the bullish candlestick pattern and it moved over the 50-day exponential moving average. Thus, altogether technically indicating a bullish reversal. However, on Friday last hour, there was some sell-off which indicates the negative momentum. Thus, if we compare the daily and hourly momentum indicator, then we got a divergent signal which suggests the more probable scenario is more consolidation. Hence, the short-term trend of Nifty is positive. However, it needs to cross and close decisively above 22,100 for that. In case of Bank Nifty, it's very similar to Nifty. Opened 50 points gap down but recovered and closed around 46,900. Thus, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty formed a bullish candlestick pattern. With Friday's uptrend, Bank Nifty climbed above all key moving averages. Similarly, for the weekly chart also, Bank Nifty formed a bullish candlestick pattern with long lower shadow. But on the negative side, it continued lower high, lower low formation for the second consecutive week. Hence, as an overall, Bank Nifty saw some buying interest from lower level but struggled to breach the resistance at 47,000 mark. So, the immediate support is at 46,600 to 46,500. And a breakthrough above 47,000 is anticipated to trigger sharp short covering rallies towards the 48,000 mark. On the monthly options front, the maximum call option open interest was at 23,000 strike, followed by 22,500 and 22,000 strike, with meaningful new call option writing at 22,500 strike, then 23,000 and 22,600. Whereas on the put side, the maximum open interest was at 22,000 strike, followed by 21,000 and 22,100 strike, with new put option writing at 22,100 strike, then 22,000 and 21,900. Thus, from the options data, it indicates the wide range 22,500 mark on the upside and the support is at 21,900 level. So that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment decision based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I am doing this for me and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.